Hey guys, it's Kendall. Welcome back to my channel. We're now doing things the K-Big way. So I think we'll call this series like Bobby the Builder. It's been a long time since I've built something, and today obviously I'm going to be making that sofa over there. So I will leave the measurements down below, but I am starting off with 2 of the 72-inch pieces and 2 of the 25.5-inch pieces, and I'm just laying out like the seating base. And then I'll also leave the nails that I got down below because I also didn't find those. And when I got the wood cut from Home Depot, I bought 96-inch pieces and I took all of the scrap wood with me. I usually don't leave it with them because then they end up like selling it or doing something else with it, and I could find something to do with that wood myself. So on the side, I'm just going to make another project with my son that I will show you guys at a later time, but that is what I'm doing here. And I wanted to just let you guys know that that is something that you could do too. I want you to stay tuned for this video, but just in general, like when you buy wood, you never know, or anything, and they cut it for you, keep the scrap, keep the excess, because you never know like what type of projects you could do on the side with it. So yeah, back to the project. I am just using my drill, and it's a regular standard 18-volt Black & Decker drill, and I hammered the nails in for a little a tad, and then I'm using my drill to just drill them down. And I did this on each of the 4 sides. And then I took a couple more of the 25.5-inch pieces and I nailed those into the inside. You can use, as many pieces as you want. I found that 2 was okay for me. And then I took 3 more 25-inch pieces and I am making the armrest. So all you have to do is like make a H with the 25-inch pieces, and I am just measuring where I want the middle armrest piece to be, because you want your sofa to be level, or at least I want mine to be level. Even though my backyard is bumpy as hell, I still want it to be level because I might move it one day. So I think I put mine about halfway in the middle, and it didn't really bother me. We're gonna have a top piece anyway, which is what the 28.5-inch piece is for. But here you just see me measuring just to know like where I want to put that middle piece to make sure that it's even. So again, you are using 3 of the 25.5-inch pieces to make the armrest. So once you have those pieces bolted in, drilled in on each side, you want to make sure that it's super sturdy. So I'm just going back, making sure that it's strong. And then you want to get your 28, here's where the 28.5 pieces come in. And you just want to bolt that in on the top of the armrest. tip that I just wanted to share with you all, that you could use the first armrest as a guide to the second armrest, because for me, well, I'll just tell you what I did. I wanted them to be equal or even. I suppose you can have one armrest piece, like the middle section, the middle piece, higher than the other, for whatever reason. Maybe someone on that side is taller, or I don't know. But I used the first one to kind of guide and tell me where I wanted to place the centerpiece for the second one. So now we're going to create a brace and attach that to the arm piece so that we can attach the arm pieces to the seating piece. So basically I just took one of the 25.5-inch pieces and I bolted it avertically, which basically just means that you turn it the opposite way of the arm piece section that's in the middle. And I'll show you up close so that you don't get confused, because when I was watching videos, I felt like they weren't really detailed and didn't have a lot of information. So I am nailing now those pieces together. I'm going to get my son Miles to help me. So basically that piece that you see in the middle where I'm putting the nails, you want to make sure that you have that piece, because if not, I don't know where else you would attach the brace to. If you watch my videos, you know I'm all for creativity, doing things how you want to do it, but you need this piece. You need to drill it under your armrest so that you can use it as a brace to attach the seating portion to. And I'm using 4 nails instead of 2 because I want mine to be extra sturdy. I'm gonna host some friends this summer. When outside open up, I want my house to be the place to be. It's lit. So you don't want your friends falling off your couch. So far you should have the middle piece, the base, and then 2 of the armrests. So now we have our sofa. For the most part, it's looking good. So of course we want to add in the remainder of our 72-inch pieces as our seating, and again, use as many as you want or as little as you want, depending on the type of look that you're going for. You might be looking for a closer look, where you could just sit on it, or if you're putting on cushions, you probably don't need that many anyway, or if you just want, the bench type vibe, do whatever you want. But I believe I used about 6 or 7, and then I'm just taking my nails and I am bolting each of those pieces down. So here's where it got a little bit weird for me, because I was finding that a few of the 72-inch pieces that I had, I don't know if the guy cut them a little bit longer or a little bit shorter, but I was just finding that they weren't bolting correctly or fitting correctly to the back side. So again, here's where those scrap pieces of wood come into play, because now I'm going to use one of the scrap pieces of wood, and I think they were about 24 inches. Yeah, because 96 minus 72 was 24, so that gave me some extra wood. I'm just going to use that as kind of a back brace so that one of my 72-inch pieces can connect to this. But if I could do anything differently, I would make that back piece just a tad bit longer, maybe 75 inches, so that it could fit the entire back portion, because mine was set to fit in between the two arm pieces instead of behind them. So that was the only thing with this sofa that I found not to work correctly for me for whatever reason. I also don't have a saw at home, because whenever I'm doing woodwork, I always just get Home Depot or Lowe's to cut my stuff for me. But yeah, if I did, then I probably would have been able to make this work, but I didn't. So again, I'm just using some of the scrap wood that I have as a brace for the back, and I still think it turned out fine, especially like decorating it with pillows or even just by itself. taking another one of the 72-inch pieces, and I'm going to put it on the back again, vertically, so it is not lateral like the rest of the seating portion. I kind of set it up in a different way for whatever reason, because honestly I was thinking if I take a nap and then I roll off the back but I'm not sure of the likelihood of that. At this point at the back, I just started like freestyling. You can see me dancing. I was really feeling myself, like, oh my goodness, I really made my own sofa. So that's what I'm doing in the back. If you wanted to add like more back pieces, you totally can. I also saw some sofas that had theirs were like slanted at a 15-degree angle. I really like those. So, child, do whatever makes your heart smile. So now I am just, adding in some extra nails, trying the sofa out, making sure that it's sturdy, doing my thing. So here, I think some people might find that this part looks a little weird. So I'm just adding the final back brace piece, and I think aesthetically it might look a little weird. But like I said, I am decorating it with pillows anyway, so it probably really doesn't matter. But if I could change anything, I probably would have put it in the front, because you just have those two random scrap pieces of wood, the back brace pieces, and then you just have a piece of wood on the back. So for me, it's fine. If you're gonna do this and you just so happen to use the same measurements as me, and you need those scrap pieces of wood, let me know if you choose to put it in the back or in the front. So anyways, I'm going to bolt down that back brace piece. I'm going to get Miles to help me so that it can be even. And then we'll be just about done. Almost there. So my camera died, but I'm going to sand some of the pieces down a little bit, just so that when people touch it, they don't get splinters. It's smooth, it feels nice to sit on. And then we are going to paint this bad boy. I got a really pretty, like, royal type blue. I'll leave the color down below if you're curious. But I just got a gallon, because me and Miles are like sloppy with paint. And then this is the final look. I really love it. I got these pillows from Target, of course, the best retailer ever. Not only because I work there, but it's just amazing. So yeah, I really love this sofa. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Let me know if you make it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!